On matters education, public schools in the country lack capacity to ensure compliance to COVID-19 prevention measures as required by the Ministry of Health. According to the Council of Governors, there is need for adequate support and constant surveillance to facilitate safety of learners. According to CoG Education Committee Chair Mutahi Kahiga, younger learners are at more risk of infection, especially if left to their own devices. At the same time, United Nations Children's Fund representative Maniza Zaman called on members of the fourth estate to highlight violations on the rights of children. They spoke during the monthly Kenya's Editors Guild Press Club luncheon in Nairobi.
Children, despite them being 5-year-old and 6-year-old, because we are joining standard 1 at 7, we are expected to produce about 1.5 million child-friendly masks. This one is not friendly to the child because it's purely made for an adult. We are meant to give them. Our teachers must go further. I know, I heard a story that on the day they opened school, one child came home with 6 masks, 6 different masks, and you understand what it means. As we speak, ladies and gentlemen, I would want you to know and think about some 4-year-olds who are due to join ECD this year, but cannot join because there is no room. We were not able to check out standard 8 and the pre-primary. So we have the baby class, the pre-primary, and at home we have 4-year-olds who are supposed to be in school but are at home, mark timing, waiting for these ones to clear that they may come. It's a big challenge.
I think perfect, of course it's not perfect, but it's not perfect in many parts of the world. And yes, there is a role for the media to illustrate what more can be done. But there's also a role for the media to illustrate when things go right and how certain schools and certain communities are coming together to support the proper reopening of schools. So I think all in all, if we consider the overall impact of school reopening on children's rights, it's very clear that the risks to children of being out of school are much higher than the risks they encounter in schools.